Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, going to be talking about a couple Prizepicks plays I like for today's NBA slate on Wednesday, January the 11th. We do have I think an 8-game slate for Wednesday, so decent sized slate today. Good amount of player props already are up on the board right now when I'm making this video, recording this video around 1 o'clock Eastern time. Most of the board's up. We're still waiting on some injury news for some teams, but we got a lot of props to choose from. Found 2 plays I liked. Taking a first look at the board, at the time I'm making this video. So we're going to talk through the 2 plays that I do like for today. Just as always, guys, before we get started, if you guys enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, please hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you have not checked out Prizepicks yet, you can sign up for Prizepicks. Use my promo code Noah. You will get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you do sign up with my promo code. And before we talk through our 2 plays for today, I do want to recap our plays from yesterday. And man, yesterday was just like worst day possible. I mean, such a bad day yesterday. We took Jaden Ivey's over fantasy score, and Ivey I think finished like 2 or 3 points short. He only played like 24 minutes. Detroit, I was expecting them to get blown out. I thought there was a very good chance they would get blown out. Going up against a good Sixers team. But I thought Ivey would play in the blowout, and he actually did. He subbed in the fourth quarter. But they took him out after like 2 minutes. He subbed in the fourth quarter, played like 2 or 3 minutes, and then they just subbed him back out. So that was super annoying. I thought we were going to get Ivey some fourth quarter run there at the end. I thought he was going to play in the blowout, and that's the reason I liked his fantasy score so much. And unfortunately, he only played like 2 or 3 minutes in the fourth quarter before they subbed him out. He played like 24, 25 minutes and came up just short of his fantasy score. So that was super annoying. And I know he went over his points prop too, and I was debating points versus fantasy score. Guess I should have took points, but that play missed. And then Jared Allen, we all know what happened with Jared Allen. He played like 5 or 6 minutes, and then it was reported he had an illness and did not return. So what can you do, man? Just one of those days where nothing goes our way. But hopefully we can bounce back today on this Wednesday slate. Got 2 picks I like for today. So going to talk through these 2 plays, guys. A fantasy score prop I'm liking, and then we have a points plus assist prop that I'm liking for today. So for fantasy score, I want to go down to DeJounte Murray. His fantasy score line sits at 36.5, and I do like this over going up against the Bucks. Now, DeJounte Murray, I think he's a player that I haven't gotten right this season. I swear, I think I've played his fantasy score like 2 or 3 times this year, and I don't think it's ever hit for me. So just tail with caution because I can't seem to get this guy right. But 36.5 fantasy score does feel a little bit too low for DeJounte in this type of game environment that should be really fast-paced, really high scoring. You look at the total on this Bucks-Hawks game. This game currently has a 236.5 total, which is one of the highest on the slate. It's the 3rd highest on the slate behind San Antonio, Memphis, and behind Sacramento, Houston. So there's a lot of points expected to be scored in this game, and it's also a game that has a very close spread. Right now, it's got a 2.5-point spread. So this is a game that should be competitive as well. And you look at DeJounte Murray this season with the Hawks. He's a guy that's going to play huge minutes on a nightly basis. I mean, he's playing over, he's averaging like 36.5 minutes per game. So he's typically, in competitive games, going to play 36, 37, 38 minutes. And so far this season with Atlanta, he's got a 25.1% usage rate. He's got the 2nd highest usage rate on the team behind Trae Young. 1.09 fantasy points per minute is what he averages with Atlanta, or what he has averaged with Atlanta this season. So let's say DeJounte plays, 36, 37 minutes, which is what he typically plays on a nightly basis. And let's say he averages, 1.09 fantasy points per minute. That would project him for about 39 fantasy points. And I think that's probably where this line should be. I would have this line at like 38.5, 39.5. I think 36.5 is definitely a little bit too low. DeJounte, he is one of these guys that can do a little bit of everything when he's on the floor. He can score, he can rebound, he can get assists, he can also get defensive stats. And I always talk about that with looking at fantasy score. For those of you that are unaware how fantasy score works or the scoring system, you can just click scoring chart right here, and it literally shows you the fantasy score, how it's calculated. But for defensive stats for blocks and steals, you get 3 points for each one of those. And DeJounte is a guy that can get 1 or 2, 3 steals. I mean, he's had those type of games where he gets multiple steals, maybe some blocks as well. 36.5 fantasy score. I like him to go over this line. He should play big minutes here in what should be a competitive game. I think he'll also avoid Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday, I think in this matchup is going to guard Trae Young, which means we'll probably see like maybe Grayson Allen guard DeJounte Murray. Not exactly sure there, but I think Drew is going to be on Trae, which means a better matchup for DeJounte. These teams have already played 3 times this season. Now, I do want to mention that one of those 3 games was without Trae Young. But in the 3 games against Milwaukee this season, DeJounte's put up 41 fantasy points in 34 minutes, 57.1. That was the game without Trae Young, so I do want to mention that. And then the last time they played, he played 36 minutes, had 35.1 fantasy points, came up just short. But again, he's a guy that's going to average around 1.1 fantasy points per minute. He's going to typically play 36, 37, 38 minutes in competitive games. And I think this game will be competitive, has a 2.5 point spread, should be a high scoring game as well, given the total, 236.5 total. So give me the over on DeJounte Murray's 36.5 fantasy score for today. And then the other play that I like, a points plus assist prop, going to go down to De'Aaron Fox. His points plus assist line is sitting at 31.5. Also like the over here. Really, really good matchup against Houston. You guys know this is a matchup that I like to target, is guards going up against the Rockets. If you look at where the Rockets have ranked this season, defending the point guard position, they're giving up the most points per game to point guards, and they're giving up the most assists per game to point guards. So the matchup could not be better for De'Aaron Fox. This is another game very similar to the Milwaukee-Atlanta one, as we just mentioned. This game also has a very high total. You look at the total in this game between Sacramento and Houston, 238 total here. Now, this game does have a wider spread, 9.5 point spread. But even if this game does get a little bit ugly, let's say heading into the fourth quarter, the Kings are up by like 20. I'm pretty sure with the way the Kings run their rotation, De'Aaron Fox, he usually subs out pretty early. Usually Sabonis will play like almost the whole first quarter. He'll play almost the whole third quarter. And then Sabonis will check out, or Fox will check out like halfway through the quarter. And then when Sabonis comes out, that's usually when they bring Fox back in. So usually Fox is out there to start the second quarter, and he's out there to start the fourth quarter. So I think even if the Kings are up by like 15 or 20 heading into the fourth quarter, De'Aaron Fox will probably still get some fourth quarter minutes. And this game just has such a high total. The matchup is so good that this is definitely a spot where De'Aaron Fox should be able to have a lot of success. I like his points plus assist line the most, but I think a lot of his props look really good today. I think the matchup's so good. This could definitely be a spot where he goes over his points prop. He potentially goes over his assist prop. I was looking at his fantasy score as well. I don't even mind taking his fantasy score. But, Fox, we know he's going to take a ton of shots when he's out there. So far this season, leads the team in usage, 27.8% usage rate. We know he's going to facilitate when he's on the floor as well. He's second on the team in potential assists, 11.7 potential assists per game. And, you add up his points plus assist prop. So let's say he gets, 26 points and 7 assists, which would put him over both points plus, points and assists. Well, that would be, 33 points plus assists. So really we only need 32 here for him to go over the points plus assist line. So I could definitely see him getting like 24 points and 8 assists and going over points plus assists. I could see him getting like 28 points and 5 assists. I mean, there's more ways for him to go over this points plus assist line, I think. And, if he goes over his points prop, let's say he has 26 points, feel pretty good about him getting at least 6 assists. More times than not, I would say in this matchup, he's probably going to get 6 assists. But if you want to just play points, I think that's fine. I personally like the points plus assists more, though, just because the game environment's so good. So many points should be scored in this game. And I think Fox, if he's not scoring points, hopefully he'll be facilitating and getting some assists as well. But that's what I like as our 2-pick for today, guys. DeJounte Murray, more than 36.5 fantasy score. De'Aaron Fox, more than 31.5 points plus assists. 2 props I like right now, looking at the board when I'm making this video around 1 o'clock Eastern time, but I will have more plays for today posted on Patreon. As always, I do give out more Prizepicks plays over there. You can check those out, link down below in the description if you are interested, but hopefully we can bounce back today, guys. Yesterday was definitely brutal, I'll be honest. The Jaden Ivey not getting much fourth quarter run definitely hurt. I thought he was going to play in the blowout, but he barely got any minutes. They brought him in, but then they took him back out like 2 minutes later. Jared Allen left the game after like 5 or 6 minutes, and that was super annoying. Can't do nothing about it, though. It's just part of the game. Injuries are part of the game. You just move on to the next day, and hopefully, today's the day we can bounce back. So appreciate you guys watching these Prizepicks videos. As always, I hope they do help. If you guys enjoy, hit that like button before you do get out of here. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And again, if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you have not checked out Prizepicks yet, make sure to sign up for Prizepicks. Use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up, and you will get your first deposit matched up to $100. But best of luck tonight, guys. Thanks as always for watching the videos, supporting the content. Appreciate you guys a ton. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.